Hello everyone, Attack Power here for Game 3 between Mr. Ghosty and Colonel Koenig in the September monthly tournament. Let's dive right in here to Zbucyn. And on the left in the red, we have Mr. Ghosty playing 3rd U.S. Armored on Maverick Income. And on the right in the blue, we have Colonel Koenig playing Fallschirmpanzer Herman Goring, also on Maverick Income. Reminder, this September monthly tournament is an armored only division tournament, so that's why we keep seeing these fun divisions here. So let's dive in here. 3rd U.S. Armored, Mr. Ghosty. I know this is one of his favorite division, and so he plays it very, very well. He's very dangerous with this division. So we've seen this one a few times already. Recon tab doesn't add much. He's bringing mostly actual like recon infantry along with those M20s, which have the annoying 50 cal on them, can be really obnoxious, and a card of stewards to help pump up his armor even more. Your infantry tab is very limited. He does have a C-phase card of armored rifles here, along with everything in half tracks. Oh, excuse me. Everything in half tracks. Yes, half track spam. Here we go. Tank tab, actually not like super fat. We do have the two cards of jumbos. I feel like you can't play this deck without 2 cards of jumbos. We got some Shermans, the 76s, all in B though. Just the command, only the leader M4A1 76 is in A. So actually very light on Sherman's in A phase, mostly in B phase. The support tab, pretty filled out. Lots of M4A3s and M4 105s and M8 Scott. So a ton of HE support here, along with the leader M8s. Very interesting there. Though I don't see any commander. The AT tab loaded up with those M5 guns and A and B, very strong, those units. M10s, the American M10s, very strong, and a card of M1 guns. The AA tab, pretty light, of course, but you do get the M15s and the Bofors 40 mils, and then there's definitely worse AA tabs in this. Your Arty tab, really nicely filled out with all that American goodiness. You get the 60 mil mortars, which are phenomenal. The 81 mil mortar half track, also fantastic. The 155 mil mobile platform, pretty solid. And the M4A1 off map. Ugh. The air tab, lots of big boomies here with P51s and B26 big boom bombers. On the other side here, Herman Goring, a division I personally really enjoy. I really wouldn't classify this as an armored division, but the game does. It's not that they made a mistake. The game classifies this as an armored division. It's really not. But anyway, the recon tab, phenomenal. SPW 233s, Panzer 3s, SPW 231s, and Aufklär in SPW 222. So all the armored cards you could want. The infantry tab, pretty solid. Expensive though. It's definitely nothing about this infantry tab is cheap. But we do see both cards of Sturm Pioneers in A. He's using Valkyries, which were recently buffed to 25 points. So let's see if these things are finally good. I doubt it, but at 25 points, it's a lot better than 30. And then the mighty Herman Goring Sturm Grenadiers, which are the Blaglite Grenadiers now with their name changed to Sturm Grenadiers. Find those in B. We don't. Oh, he does have the Pioneer ones in A. The armor tab, you get a nice mix of Soviets and Axis armor here. T-34, 76s, Panzer 4s, and Tiger E. Although I'm surprised to see the T-34s because they don't stack up great against the Shermans. It's usually a struggle. The support tab, the almighty Sturm Tigers, the Sturm Tigers. There are 2 of them in B, so we'll see if we get to see those big boys out. There's not much. Honestly, I mean, I guess the APCR on the M5 guns and M10s can destroy that. But other than that, the Sturm Tiger's pretty hard to kill. AT tab, just the Pack 38s and Pack 40s, along with a card of Martyr 1s. The AA tab, actually really weird to see Gepards and Flak 38s. Why? Why not just bring SDK of Z71s instead? This deck has literally a gajillion of them. You could bring like 5 cards. Arty tab, really, really light with just the mortars and the leader. And the air tab, just 1 Ju-87 tank buster and the ME410. So let's get started here. I mean, definitely kind of a weird build in my opinion. But Herman Goring, I think, is one of the hardest divisions in the game to build. It's just so restrictive, and there's so many good units in the deck. You cannot fit them all in. It's like really not possible. And yeah, it's just a hard deck to build. So it's always very unique. I don't agree with Koenig's choices, but that's from a completely personal preference, not from I think he built it wrong. It's just different than the way I build it. But diving in here, very light deployment down south. Not surprising. But even a light deployment up north. Like, Koenig might barely hold this flag, especially with this SPW 233 coming in the Valkyrie. So Koenig starting off with an early 1311. Want to note, we do have another Maverick on Maverick Mirror. I would love to see, honestly, it's getting to a point now where I would really like to see Eugen start to consider perhaps nerfing Maverick a bit. Maybe it's time this goes down to 165 points in B, maybe? It just feels like every freaking game is Maverick on Maverick. Every single game. It's getting a little redundant, honestly. The fact that really so few other incomes really feel viable. I mean, these top players know if they don't play Maverick versus Maverick, they're going to get run over in B phase. I know I keep playing balance because I'm just an idiot who has desperate dreams of making balance work, and I just don't like having to spam all my units out in B phase, and I don't like having to grind out C phase for 30 minutes on 80 points. I don't find that grind enjoyable. But like, when do we get enough of this Maverick mirrorness that Eugen's kind of like, all right, maybe it's time we nerf Maverick a little bit. I don't think anything else needs a buff. I'm not saying buff balance. I'm not saying buff anything else. I'm saying Maverick specifically needs to be hit like 5 points in B. I think it just needs a little bit less punch. But that's just me. And Eugen most certainly does not listen to my opinion. So off we go here. Early jumbo out of Mr. Ghosty. Gross. Wish this sort of die already. I hate this thing. It feels a bit exaggerated. I've had this conversation many times, though. You don't have to tell me in the comments. But yeah, I mean, I mean, there's not much to kill this, honestly. What can kill this? The APCR of the Martyr 1 and the Pack 40 can barely struggle to kill this. The JU-87 side shots, definitely, but head on, probably not, actually. Yep, that's about it. That's about it. So, that's annoying. And the thing is, the difference is, so, like, some people, sometimes there'll be an argument right away, then, like, well, the Germans get the King Tiger and the Bibbidi Bobbidi Elephant and a Flibbidi Flub Flub. Those are 230 and 290 points, respectively. This is 140 points. Like, getting a unit that's nigh indestructible for 140 points is just extremely obnoxious to have to deal with. Couple that then with the half-tracks that are constantly zipping around all over the darn place. It just becomes an extremely annoying unit. But on the flip side, it's not like Third Armored is like a super OP division. It is in the hands of a guy like Mr. Ghosty. This division feels like a disgusting pile of incredibleness, but for your average player, no, it's just fine. Valkyrie walking forward. Looks like they're going to try to get on the side of this hill to capture this flag back and get Ghosty a 13-11 once again. So definitely interesting. Koenig developing a position down south here. There's actually no Shermans or anything to stop him. The armored rifle is definitely an issue. Although those might get... Wait, how does that... So that's seeing all the way... What? But he can't... I'm not understanding how that is possible. How can this thing... Okay, it's gone now. He could see like all the way over to here, but nothing could get even close to seeing into there. Very weird. But these can definitely kill this SPW-222. That's the key part here. Pack 38 is just going to instant die to this jumbo. It only has 150 millimeters of penetration on its APCR, and coupled with the 50 cals here, it literally stands no chance. So that's just an insta-death there. So Mr. Ghosty getting a free kill on that Pack 38. But Ghosty has recaptured his flag here on the hill. Although the Sturm Tiger gonna run out of smoke here soon. This Pack 38 really needs to start moving forward. Although it can't hit can't hit the Stuart, and the Sturm Pioneer is not like moving forward. It needs to like move forward into the woods if it wants to not die. Ghosty actually kind of missing that there though. I mean, unless his plan is just to stand it here. I guess that's a viable option for the time being. But once it's out of smoke, which it is now out of smoke, it's going to die. Now the Panzerschreck is here. It is just short, just out of range of that jumbo. I would love to see that jumbo die. Yes, I would. It could probably pop... Yeah, he could go... So if he could sneak across successfully, which I don't think he could, he'd have to force this armored rifle out first. And then once that's forced out, he could sneak across, go into the yard here, and then pop out the fence and try to get a shot off. Hopefully the 50 cal can't get on target in time. So SPW-222 falling back, just out of range. We do see some Panzergrens here. Nice and vetted up here with Koenig. Koenig using a lot of veterancy on his infantry. And then the thing is, when you play against 3rd U.S. Armor, it's not hard to out-vet their infantry because they have so few, you can't possibly veteran them. Like Mr. Ghosty is just vetting his LMG rifles and the armored rifles in the BAR and B in the C phase card, and that just takes up so much right there. Like, you can't double vet them. Not if you reasonably want a decent number of troops. Half-track going down there to the Panzerschreck. Let's see how these Valkyrie do. This is like their ideal range. They get to use their MP44s. They get to use their MG42. I mean, if it can't do well at this range, they're terrible. It's okay. It's not exactly cleaning house, but, I mean, armored rifles do have M1 Garands. Valkyrie do win. Now, the Herman Goring Pioneer on the other hand, this thing is a beast. You see the 81 mortar now in. Sturm Pioneer does get in. The Jumbo now even closer than before. Panzerschreck, what is it doing? What is he doing? No! Koenig, why would you do that? I understand he didn't want it to get hit by this armor right, but like that was so much worse. And he can see that right there. Oof. Now, double Martyr 1 coming in. He's got to be careful. The Martyr 1s have their APCR on, so if they waste it on these half-tracks, he could run out of APCR before he actually engages this Jumbo. And the... Oh, my goodness! The Martyr... The Panther 3 gets a gun jam on the M4A1. That's massive! He does turn off the APCR now. Panther 3 takes out the M4A1. Wow. Is it the Jumbo shooting at him? Oh, yeah, there it is. So a general push here by Mr. Ghosty. Up north, Koenig has cleared out his flag up there. Nothing going on down south. The action is here now. And here comes the push. Only a Sturm Pioneer to stop this. What's going on? I'm kind of surprised, actually, that there's only one card of Panzerschrecks in Herman Goring. I feel like you could probably get 2. And I feel like I would have considered doing that. Like, the Pak 38s here are actually not good. I absolutely adore Pak 38s. I love that weapon. I find it to be, like, so efficient and so good. But in this matchup against Shermans and the Jumbos and stuff, it actually, I feel like, tends to underperform a little bit because it doesn't actually reliably kill Shermans until you get into APCR range, which is just not great. All right, so Martyr 1's getting ready to hit that Jumbo. He did turn the APCR back off. Takes out the half-track. Jumbo shows up. Martyr takes a hit, but it has AP on. He switches to APCR. And we get a shot. And he misses. Oh, no. Turns the APCR back on. Jumbo gets its first shot off again. And it does get a penetration, but... Oh, maybe it didn't. Maybe it totally missed. Wow. Wow. Sherman cheese right there. So now this Jumbo, basically indestructible. And Mr. Ghosty's pusher in the middle just absolutely steamrolling Koenig. Koenig on the other end, though, very strong in the flanks. I mean, the south is about to fall, I would think. He's very close to fully clearing this out. Pioneers trying to get this M301, but they're going to get pinned down and surrendered. Oh, that's a very expensive unit to lose for nothing. Oof. Jumbo's just going to sit here and tank for this Martyr 1, literally. Until the M5 gun gets into range and finishes that Martyr 1 off. Oh, the JU-87 gets in on the tank buster run. Very nice. Yay, dead Jumbos. I root against Jumbos, guys. I'm not rooting against Mr. Ghosty. I'm rooting against the Jumbo itself. I want all Jumbos to be dead. Just like I like when King Tigers die. It's hilarious. Panzerschreck takes out that M301. Again, the loss of that Pioneer, that was ouch. But Koenig just collapsing here in the center. This is a massive hole. This is very bad. 81 mortar trying to get out of range. His infantry getting overwhelmed. Valkyrie going to get hit by this flamethrower, and they're not actually super well equipped for any sort of CQC fighting. Although the MP44 shooting this flamethrower out in the open should... Nope, just kidding. Nope, gonna get hit by the flamethrower. Oof. Oofy doof. And the Valkyrie going down. Not impressed so far by them. Not impressed. Koenig, though, pulling back to a 12-12 with his capture of this southern flank, and he should be able to capture this soon. And this is what I talked about last game with these pro players. It's like, yeah, Koenig's collapsing in the center. I would be in full panic mode. Honestly, me personally, I'd already be like, this game's basically over. But he just keeps pushing on the flank here and says, screw it. Like, he just keeps going. Like, whatever. Take the center. Have fun. Because now he captured these 2 flags in the north here with his push. So he's just pushing the flanks really hard. He's essentially giving up the center at the moment. Just trying to restabilize a little bit. I don't even... it's not even going there. You don't even go here. SBO 233 versus M5 gun. Ooh, the M5 gun misses. SPW puts out a lot of HE damage. Although we now see Mr. Ghosty pushing down south to regain some. Apparently the PaK-38 can see that, but it has APCR on. Womp womp. Gets a transmission damage on a half-track. That doesn't make you feel that good, honestly. Armored rifles take a burst. Engineers get in to recapture this flag. There is a T-34 there. If it push forward, it can easily kill that. Valkyrie should be able to kill this M1 gun pretty easy as long as the 50 cal doesn't get involved. T-34, 76, and this is why I said the T-34s are not great in this matchup. You have these M4A1s that can easily kill them. And Panzer IVs can fight. Like, they can actually, like, reliably kill these. This, on the other hand, really can't. I understand the leader one. Sure, it's a leader. That's fine. More veterancy. Hoorah. But the non-veterancy one, the non-leader one, I don't really understand. SPW just flying right by this M5 gun. Does take it out. Nice kill there by the SPW. Okay, weird. T-34 goes down. A Tiger is in. Ju-87 coming in for that M4A1 up north. The Beauforts is probably going to get it before it gets there. I don't know. It's pretty... yeah, it should. It should. Mr. Ghosty now, significant increase in his forces down south. Well, this T-34 could do plenty. Although, I guess... no, now he sees it. Yeah, the Valkyrie's here. He should definitely see that. Koenig should be able to see that. He just hasn't reacted yet. Ju-87 can't get on target. And it goes down, and that's the only one he has. That's backbreaking, honestly. Alright, T-34 in now. Takes out one of the Stuarts. Slowly reloading. There goes a half-track. I mean, it's doing what it needs to do, just really slowly. The SPW-222 has been pinned down by the machine guns and then dies to the M8 Scott. That's quite an interaction there. So currently 12-12. Sturm Tiger is in. M5 gun on it, but it does not have any more APCR, so that means it really can't kill this anymore because the AP only does 130. That's what I thought. And now the Sturm Tiger lining up. Goodbye, M5 gun. Boom. That's such a big... Herman Goring has the most big explosions in the game. I'm pretty sure. It's got the 600 mil Karl Garat. It's got the Sturm Tiger. It's got something else that goes boom really big. I can't remember what it is, though. I'm pretty sure there's something else. It's off maps. I feel like there's still something else. Half track goes down. P-51 big booms. Kills the SPW-222. Sturm Pioneers clear out the infantry. There's no more flags to capture, though. Koenig doesn't... like, there's no benefit for Koenig to push any further. He needs to capture this flag. He's got to get this out of the way. And then from there, I don't know. It's somehow 13-11 for Koenig, despite losing the entire center of the map. Zbucyn is a very strange map, because the two flanks usually collapse to the opposite side. So, like, blue easily captures this flag, red easily captures this flag. But from there, the other flags are a little harder to get hold of. Oh, this is going to end badly for this Panzerschreck. Yeah, so Koenig's like out of Panzerschrecks now. It's pretty bad. I would say they're pretty key to like killing all of these half tracks and light armor vehicles. And the fact that he's now out of them is really bad. Like extremely bad. SPW 233 versus the Scott. Who wins? I think the 233. No, neither in this case. Sturm Tiger gearing up again. Gonna just drop a big bomb there. Well, giant rocket, technically speaking. Panzergren getting pinned by that Stuart, but the Stuart under attack from the PaK-38 now. Zip, gets one pen. P-51 in again, but unfortunately, Well, first off, there's no AA from Koenig at all, so I'm surprised he's letting these P-51s just do whatever they want. Oof. Secondly, Koenig brought in a whole bunch of crappy 20 mils instead of like real AA, like SDK of Z71s and stuff. So I don't even think he can stop these. This was such a weird choice to bring these flak 20 mils. Did he want the vehicle 20 mil? Is that why he did it? Like, that's the only conceivable reason. Like, otherwise they're absolute trash, especially compared to the SDK of Z. So about halfway through B phase here, Sturm Tiger's doing some good damage. It killed the flamethrower, really kind of wiped out that armored rifle. That did not do as much. It's pretty far away, so it didn't do nearly as much. That first jumbo killed. The problem is there's 5 more jumbos to deal with, like, if we're being honest with ourselves. The jumbo train is far from over. There's another jumbo. Yeah, like, Ghosty can kind of do this for a long time. Gonna be a lot of jumbos if he feels so inclined. Panzergren should be able to take out this M1 gun, and that should eliminate the anti-armor down here, except for the, of course, jumbo. If the jumbo gets too aggressive, the Panzer Shrek might be able to kill it. And it's crazy for me to say might, but that's how ridiculous the armor on the jumbo is. Double 81 Memorial going for this SPW 231, which is just kind of chilling here. Ooh, the PAC 38 finding this M4A1 with its APCR finishes it off. That's a nice kill there. Well, this M8 Scott pushing in. Panzer 4 coming around, though. This is quite a game. If you guys enjoyed this, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe, and consider supporting on Patreon. Thank you so much to current Patreon supporters. It really helps me out a lot. Keeps the channel running. Tiger should be able to win this fight pretty... Oh, just kidding. There's an M5 gun. I lied. This fight is no longer an easy fight. It was, and then it wasn't anymore. APCR, of course, gets a turret stuck, because why not? Find the American APCR to be just so gross. Now with it out of APCR, the Tiger should be pretty safe, but it already has the turret stuck. We do see a munitions coming in to repair that. Nice to see. And finally, looks like he's about to capture this flag down here. There's... Yeah, like, look at this. Like, why are you doing this? Like, why didn't you bring real AA? Yeah, he kind of deserves this. Koenig watches the videos, so I'm sure he might comment below. Explain to me, Koenig, why you decided to bring trash AA when you have absolute, like, beautiful AA that can do all the good things. Why bring this? Like, what was your thought process here? I just want to know. What am I missing? That all of a sudden 20 mils are good? I strongly doubt that is the issue. APCR can't be stopped. And apparently the Axis armor can't land a hit. PAC 38 does land a hit. It bounces on a freaking M10. That's twice. Are you kidding me? Okay, fine. Sure, I guess. Alright, so the 20 mils actually managed to stop this P-51. Miracles. But if this was an SDK of Z, I think this thing would be dead. Will it be dead anyway? Oh, Mr. Ghosty getting very lucky there. So Ghosty getting back to a 1410. Panzer IV has been heavily damaged. Already coming down. Sturmgrens, which I just want to keep calling Beglights, but Sturmgrens here. Getting into the town. Might be able to recapture some of this town. It's really impressive that Koenig has pushed back into this, really. Because he did. He got, like, absolutely gutted in the center. But he has now lost his northern position a bit. He's lost this flag. He had this one, too. He's lost a lot of AT. I'm actually really surprised. He put a lot of points into infantry. And while I love my infantry, don't get me wrong, feels like almost an over-allocation in activation slots. I mean, he could have gotten... I don't know if that's a 4-point slot of infantry. I don't know, but I feel like he could have gotten more AT assets just in general. Be it tanks or AT. Oh, now he's going to lose his Panzer Shrek to this armored rifles, BAR. Oh, that's so bad. That's so bad. And now this jumbo is basically like, can just do whatever it wants forever. There's one more Panzer Shrek, I believe, on the map right there. Oof. M5 gets that T-34. Nice little spot here for those who don't know. It's the easiest spot for AT to cover down this entire road for like the entire game. It's obnoxious AF. So some flamethrowers coming in, actually. We're now into C phase, which means both players choked on points. And we're into the usual Maverick grind. Nerf, Maverick, nerf, Maverick, nerf, Maverick. Can I get that? Can I sway public opinion? I feel like I've swayed public opinion before. I feel like I've gotten my way on things. Secretly, underhandedly. If I cast enough Maverick mirrors, eventually Eugen will have to be like, you know what? You're right. Maybe this is a little out of hand. Let's nerf Maverick just a bit. I'm not saying nerf it into the ground. Please don't do that. Don't be like 10 points gone, like down to 160. That's too much. It's probably too much. I think even at 165, Maverick is plenty potent. I really don't think that suddenly makes Maverick bad. I think that perhaps gives a few other incomes and actual like viable playability. I think... Oh, these Sturmgrens absolutely dominating here, actually. I think here's part of the issue. When you step into the quick play queue or something like that, I don't think Maverick is as prevalent, generally speaking, outside of pro top players playing it. I think Maverick is a much more high-level player income. I feel like if you get into the mid-tiers and newer tiers and stuff, I feel like a lot more people play long incomes like me. I think, and again, I'm just making a speculation here. Please feel free to tell me if I'm wrong. Newer players, do you feel like you play more balanced and stuff than you play Mavericks? Because I know in upper tier play, it's all Maverick. Like that's what it is. Constantly Maverick. I don't know. I just feel like, I don't want a buff to balanced. I'm saying I think a small nerf to Maverick would really help, like, give other incomes a chance to do something. Maybe V for Victory could maybe be good if Maverick wasn't so crushing. Vanguard would kind of be back in action if Maverick wasn't so crushing. You know, balance obviously becomes a bit more... Like, everything else becomes a lot, like, a bit more viable if Maverick isn't so stiflingly crushing all the time. I don't know. Feel free to comment below if you completely disagree with me. But I think the constant prevalence of Maverick and the fact that, like, pro players feel like they have to all play Maverick or they will not win, I think just speaks to how much better Maverick is right now than other incomes. And I think if it's that noticeably better and that consistently chosen, I think that says it could definitely survive a small nerf. No buffs to anything else. Just a small nerf to Maverick. I think that's the only thing left for income, and then I think we'll be almost there. To the perfection of income balance. Something just blew up. Was it a half track? It was a half track. Panzergren getting their Panzerfaust on target. T-34 is going to try to save the day, though. I'm coming, my friend. Except, just kidding, he's not really. I don't know what he's doing. But he did land it. He got it. And all of a sudden, it looks like Mr. Ghosty just has a crap ton of units out. And that's just because, again, of that half-track spam on his infantry. P-51 getting a big bomb striking, clearing out the forest up north. Ouch. But the presence of the SDK of Zed and the Panzer IV is going to make that tough to finish the clearing. It's going to be hard to capture that flag. I mean, he's capturing it, but like all it takes is Mr. Ghosty putting a unit right here, and he's got it back. So, yeah. It's Koenig, sorry. Koenig putting a unit right here. Mr. Ghosty loses that. They are incredibly still neck and neck on tickets here, though. This has been quite a game. Easy to miss, like, how tight this game has actually been and how swingy back and forth it really has gone. Still a little lost on this choice of Valkyries here. Mortar's starting to target AA, so it looks like Ghosty wants to open the skies up for his P-51s. We do see a 81mm mortar. Sturm Tiger does another pop here as the Panzergren slowly crawl their way into the town. Sturm Tiger has fired a lot of rounds, and it looks like Koenig almost back into this flag here. As the engineers get forced off, this flag flips back, but Ghosty's still holding on to his 1311 with the recapture of this flag down south. Both SDKFZs down to the bazookas here. Panzer Shrek died, so there's no more Panzer Shreks in the game here for Koenig. Even mortar coming down. Sturmgren's going into the woods. Not a big fan of that. They definitely want to get into the woods now, at least, so they're not standing out in the open. They should still beat the armored rifles at close range. Armored rifles go down to the Sturmgren. These are still very good. Yep, Sturmgrens can still put out a lot of damage, but with the support of the half-tracks now, they're not going to be able to do much. Okay, this is the range Valkyrie want to be at. Completely unvetted, though. But okay, they're putting out some good damage. Again, the thing is with MP44s and stuff, you always need, like, yellow cover for them to be good. They're shooting at stuff that's not in green cover. They're pretty excellent. But anywhere else, they really just aren't that phenomenal. Panzer IV up north, clearing off the half tracks. Can it finish this other one off? It looks like it can. Yes, it does. Now just down to those few infantry again. And remember, Ghosty's only got 57 infantry. Koenig with 70. Now, of course, again, Ghosty's all come with half tracks, but I'm not sure if that changes the math that much. Panzer IV going after the M10 that just poked his head out and does take that out. There's not that many Panzer IVs. There's only 6, so he might be almost out. Pack 40 has its APCR still on, so this won't even kill stuff even if it does fire, which it did not. SPW-231 trying to get into the woods here, but the M4A3 and M3A1 getting through here. Pack 38 going to go down. All of a sudden, Koenig's southern flank, which has been kind of holding him up right now, is falling apart a little bit. He's getting penned in with this big push from Ghosty. Koenig recapture this flag, picking up a 13-11 again, though, with also the flag captured in the town here. Sturm Tiger readjusting to put a rocket strike on the armored rifle, which is falling back. 50 cal pinning the Valkyrie that tried to push forward to capture this way. There's very little here from Ghosty, though. If Koenig really makes a push, he absolutely has the north in hand. He doesn't know that, of course, but we do. Engineers get their grenade off. Sturmgrens are not good against dedicated CQC units. Against, like, rifle units, then it's fine. Pack 40 is falling back immediately. Oh, there's the M4A3, that's why. Yeah, Pack 40 is probably going to die here, though. There's still the M1 gun, just missing that Panzer T-34. It might now, though. Ghosty recapturing this flag by a teeny bit with quite the line of sight here. Down the Panzergren go. Flag recapture. Ghosty all the way back up to a 14-10. SPW finds that M3A1 half track. Definitely want to take those out. They're just annoying to deal with. Half track goes down, but here comes the M4A3 and the Stuart. There's really nothing here to stop them at all. This 231 does not really stop them. It's kind of comedic when it tries. Yep, Stuart probably going to do it here. Oh, the M4A3 at least. Whoop, there's the one. And now the HE of this could probably finish it off. And there it is. Does this have heat? It does. Panzergrens might be able to pop forward and kill this M3A1, but then it'll just get wiped out by everything else here, so it's meh. It's a meh. Valkyrie, I mean, they're performing all right. I can't say they're bad. I guess the other thing is, too, in terms of options, the only other option you have in this deck is Panzergrens, which are 30 points. So for your C-phase, like, spam survival unit, I guess there is an argument to be made that this is 25 points. You get more of them on Maverick income. So I do understand that argument. Are they good enough? I guess. Or is it worth spending 5 more points to get Panzergrens instead? I'm not sure. Truly not sure. Half tracks, though, doing what half tracks do. Absolutely dominating the infantry fights. Koenig scrambling down south to try to hold back all this armor. Where did the jumbo end up? Oh, it's right there. Cutting off this whole reinforcement road. T-34 falling back for some reason. It could have easily killed this recon. And now instead he's going to lose his SPW-231 because he ran away his T-34. Seems like an odd choice. Now the T-34 is going to hop back forward, but not soon enough, and the SPW-231 dead. So an unfortunate choice there made by Koenig. It's going to lose him another armored car. Sturm Tiger did get reloaded. Half-track did die to something. Oh, the Panzerfaust. Oh, no, maybe not. No, it looks like a Sturm Tiger just took a giant shot at it. And Koenig capturing this flag again and this up north. So definitely getting closer. Could push, but obviously he doesn't know. P-51 gets through. Because all that left are dumb Gepards. Panzer IV misses a critical shot there. Jumbo pushing forward to capture this flag. Pack 40, though, does still have his APCR. There is an M4A3, though, waiting. Although the pack doesn't have to push out that far to get this kill. All right, we might... Well, this is really weak, though. It's going to fire one shot. The Jumbo will spot it and kill it, I would think. Here we go. Dun, 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 dun. Whoop. Oh my god, are you kidding me? It bounced. Are you serious? Bruh. 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 Come on. Really? At 190 mil... They both... Oh, okay. Fine. Fine. Yeah, and there's no crap there. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Pack power doesn't hate jumbos or anything, I swear. Mortar's coming after the Tiger here. They might get this kill. Tiger's probably been pretty heavily hurt by now. ME410 goes down. Yeah, I don't... like, why waste the slot in the ME410s? Why not get JU87 clusters? Isn't there a second card of JU87 tank busters, too? Like, why waste that slot on an ME410 recon plane? Like, honestly. Like, recon's nice and all, but, like, why? Like, you got the off-clares. You got the armored cars. Do you really need an ME410? Against a division you know is going to be spamming a billion jumbos at you and, like, Shermans for all of time. And instead of bringing more AT assets, you're bringing up recon. I don't understand that choice at all. Koenig, explain to me. Explain to me your thinking. For I am foolish. P-51 getting through. Again, the same with this whole 20 mil thing. That only worked because they got a random crit. Like to note. So Koenig holding on, but barely, honestly. T-34 does get a pen on this M4A3, and it goes down to the Gepard, lols, okay, after all my hating. This I get. The Gepards I kind of get. You're using them as more of like mobile anti-infantry platforms and killing half-tracks and things. I actually see that, but the whole other card, instead of like one card of SDK of Z71s, I don't get that. I don't understand. Is that a Sturm Tiger? No, what did that? Is that a B-26? I think it was. Oh, yeah, it's right there. I saw it. I saw it. M4A3 is a tough nut to crack, even for a Panzer IV at max range. Tends to bounce. Sturm Tiger moving way forward, dropping a big shot on that M1 gun. He's tired of that. I appreciate that level of overkill. I would have honestly done the same thing. I would have gotten so pissed at this thing being here. I'd just been like, that's it. I'm done. You're dying. You're dying so much. I'm going to drop, I don't even know, what, 380 millimeters of destruction on you. That's what it is, right? Yeah, 380. But now it's 16-8 for Mr. Ghosty. Koenig's line here crumbling. His inability to kill jumbos and stuff is just starting to really show. Sturm Tiger going to eviscerate this half-track. Goodbye, half-track. Prepare for death. And that's how you kill a half-track. Mortar's missing completely. These mortars have done a crap ton of work. Feel like a lot more work than Koenig's mortar has done. It's been firing. I'm not taking that away from it, but I just don't feel like it's had a very big effect. On the other hand, these have killed several units and have pressured things out of positions. Tiger T-34 pushing forward successfully. There's really nothing, no hard AT counter here in the center until a jumbo shows up, and then all of a sudden these guys can't do anything anymore. Mortar after the munition truck? Or the Pack 40? Going after the munition truck. I like this. I like that a lot, actually. That munition truck pretty key here to keeping the Sturm Tiger going and the APCR on the Pack 40s and stuff. A very cheeky, but actually super effective little play there from Koenig. I mean, from a Ghosty. Very heads up. Panzer III just failed hard. Well, but he did leave his APCR. But it wouldn't have done it anyway because it needed 2 shots either way. P-51 coming in, but there is no AA here in the center. So this Tiger's going to take a full bombing and probably die. No, wow, it actually lived. Okay. Beaufort's finding a Valkyrie to poke at. Armored rifle moving forward. Probably try to get on target on this Tiger. Half-track that didn't die to the Panther III has returned. Tiger getting on target with its double machine gun and its gun. But Ghosty's still on a 14-10, making a lot of progress down south. Jumbo just doing whatever it wants, because there's not much that can kill it at this point. As long as it doesn't get too close to a woods, I mean, Ghosty can kind of do whatever. This is a little weird. He could just go here now. It is right here. Definitely feels like some sort of micro mistake here from Koenig. Like, I don't think this move was on purpose. There's absolutely no reason to do this. He's actually going to reveal himself to the Scots. And he's not even on an attack move. Like, he's on... Yeah, now he's on an attack move. Yeah, he fixed that now. They're out in the open, though, taking a lot of damage. The M1 Garands doing what they do, along with the carbines here. Just wiping out that Panzergren. Mr. Ghosty back on a 16-8 with capture the flags up north. Jumbo finally taking a penetration here from the T-34 from the side. It's now pinned down and falling back into enemy cut fire. Although its front armor is still showing. T-34 trying to get around the Jumbo. Nice move here from Koenig. Trying to take advantage of that crew panic. He's got 15 more seconds before Ghosty can take control of this unit again. Can he kill the Jumbo? Do it. Die, Jumbo, die. Oh, T-34, you have failed. Stop moving. There he stops. Can he get the side shot before the Jumbo turns? Hiya! What? There he gets it! Jumbo dies. Oh my goodness, we actually killed a Jumbo. But still 16-8 for Ghosty. It doesn't change the immediate problem that Koenig is currently severely on the back foot of points. And I think, what is that? 2, maybe 3 Jumbos dead? There are still 3 more to go. And again, that's my issue with the Jumbo. Too cheap and too numerous for such a unit. Either nerf its armor down to 180, increase its points to 160, or nerf the availability down to like 1-2, like that instead, like AB 1-2. I think is all far more reasonable. Instead of getting 2-4-6 for 140 points and literally more like enough armor to block the APCR of everything in the game. Sturm Tiger accidentally on a ground attack order, so now it's just firing its machine gun blindly into the ground. Oops. Oopsie daisy. Koenig has managed to capture back the southern front here. The B-26 falling back from the Gepard. Ha-ha! Stay back! I am too powerful for you. This double-star Gepard is the mightiest of AA pieces. Once this half-track goes down, there's not much here, actually. Ghosty all of a sudden having nothing down south. My goodness. What a back and forth here. Ooh, Sturm Grenadier, though, getting caught out in the open. That's bad. By this M4A3. Valkyrie. Oh, they don't have a Panzerfaust. They have a freaking grenade instead. Oof, the difference is significant. So it looks like the Tiger died. I'm not sure to what, but I mean, it was very weak, so I'm not surprised it died. And the T-34 probably just did this M4A1. I mean, there's not much else here that could have killed it. So it's really bad, though. Now there's no armor in the center for Koenig again. He's lost his northern positions, about to lose them again. Though he does have a Panzer III here to try to save the day. Ghosty's still on a 14-10. Only 8 minutes remaining here for Koenig. This position really strong on this map, just like specifically right here, really can be obnoxious with a 2K anything. Half-track, though, gets in to capture this flag for Koenig. Very nice. He can probably get it right here. It'd probably be even safer, like right here behind this building. Something just blew up. I don't know if it was a half-track or a tank. It was a tank. It was the legendary T-34 who killed the Jumbo Wumbo. Now the Gepard's gonna die. The second that M4A1 spots it. T-34, I'm not sure what it plans to do. SDKFZ went down. Ghosty recapturing that flag. Half-track trying to finish off this stuff here. SPW moves in. Will the armor rifle gets pinned just in time. Gepard tickling this P-51 and another Pak-40 down. Just don't agree. Sorry, just don't. M4A1 kills off the SDK of Z. Oof. SBW-233 Valkyrie going to take out the armored rifle, but now the M3A1 swinging back around. There's a T-34 here in an oddly tight spot. I guess he's trying to avoid the M10, but this is like very tight. He could, I don't know where he could put it, but that seems like unnecessarily close to that tree line. Back to a 12-12, but Koenig is way down on tickets. He's got a long way to go. In the center position here for Ghosty, not exactly weak in any way. That's not just half-tracks there. That's actual infantry. Third armor oftentimes can make it look like there's a lot of troops on the map, but it's really just some half-tracks and the infantry that came in them. And of course, the real value is the infantry that came in them. Although these M3A1s, I mean, my goodness gracious, they clear things out as if they were tanks, so... Down it goes. The SDKZ-251, a nice counter to a lot of this light armor. Infantry cleared out, though, here. Valkyrie going to go down to these M4A1, because these things still have plenty of machine guns. It's not like this isn't a normal Sherman. So it's got the phenomenal infantry power, killing power, and, of course, a gun that actually kills stuff. Martyr coming in for the bombing check on the Valkyrie to capture this flag back. It's already falling back, so I doubt he'll die. It's going to hurt. It's going to hurt a lot. Ouch. And the B-26 just gets away for free again. T-34 takes out the M4A1, though. Really nice there. And it should be able to finish off this Stuart recon. And, oh, you know, again, it's possible that Koenig could be back on the attack here momentarily. I have to imagine Ghosty's nearly out of infantry. Like, he must be. It's not like he hasn't called a fairly large number of infantry in. We see a whole bunch right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 infantry right here in the center. These are obviously all fresh infantry. Lost almost all of them before. And here's 10 more down south. So right there, that's 20% of his infantry right there on the map right now. And we are 40 minutes in. So I have to imagine Ghosty be out of infantry. Especially because of these M4A1 he's now copiously calling in. He's got plenty of those. But again, these T-34 is really not the best answer here anymore. They're just too far away. Like, I think you can get more Panzer IVs. I'm pretty sure. You don't get just one card. I might be wrong. I could be wrong. I'm pretty sure you get at least 2 cards. Panzer III has its APCR on again, so that... Oh, well, I guess it was already weakened. Valkyrie actually get a grenade off, killing one of these M3 half-tracks. Now it needs to go try to get the other one. STKFZ pushing forward. Will the half-track kill it? Gets one, but if this thing lands, it should kill it, and it does. Big kill there. Armor dead down south. Can't really get into this woods, though, with the engineer. M4A1 on the hill, pushing back this Valkyrie. Center line collapses again. Ghosty on another push. T-34 is here. Could pop out and kill these half-tracks, at least. Sturm Tiger has been reloaded. Sturmgrens have no chance against these engineers. They need to fall back. They are not falling back, and now they will die. Koenig makes another salient in here with all of his armor, but there are armored rifles with bazookas still. Pak-40 spotting the M10, misses completely. Pak-40, why do you do this? I feel like the Pak-40 specifically seems to have low accuracy on its first shot. I swear that unit misses constantly on its first shot. More so than other AT guns. I don't know why. Sure, call it biased, but it just feels that way, I swear to God. For a unit that is so good on paper, it seems to miss an exorbitant amount of the time. Here comes those armored rifles, and the infantry died, which means there's nothing to spot these armored rifles. This is a disaster for Koenig, and an absolute win here for Ghosty. Oh, wow, the T-34 spotted this? Really? That seems incredible. Pak-40 missing. I do think it actually landed that first hop. Of course, after I said something. That's fine, game. Just make me look like a total jackass. That's fine. I'm fine with that. You do it all the time. I'm literally like, this unit should never kill this unit, and then immediately it kills it. Or this one will make it out and it gets away. Like, it's just how it is. Whatever. Whatever, Steel Division 2. I hate you too. Except I don't. I love you. And I hate that I love you. But I do. Oh, SPW2. Wow, that actually, I think that landed while on the move, so that's a pretty good shot. Sturm Tiger going to take a big pot shot here on this armored rifle. Should be able to capture it back then, unless the M3 can get involved. There's this M4 as well. Here we go. Whoosh. Ba-ba-booey. Flag recaptured. Koenig on a 13-11, but there's only 4 minutes left here. T-34 goes down to the M4A1 over there. Another jumbo. Here it comes. The jumbo wumbo. Bum, 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 jumbo wumbo. Looks like the T-34 did get caught by a bazooka round eventually. Writing appears to be on the wall here for Koenig. Great game from both players. I mean, really a back and forth here. Can the T-34 stop this armor rifle before it gets in? It does get the burst off, but it doesn't pin it, and it goes down. The armored rifle, a hero. Get this man a Medal of Honor. Gepard coming in to avenge his fallen tank brethren. But it's too late. And the Valkyrie going to die here to the engineer. Womp, womp. Oh, what's going on here? Fast move from the Sturm Tiger showing all the side armor to this M4A1. There's one pen. And here comes the second one. Down. Oh, okay. Just getting bounced. Only has 90 millimeters on the side. I'm surprised that bounced. Oh, and it goes down to the Panzer IV. The Sturm Tiger lives. Dude's like a boxy zombie. Oh, Jumbo Wumbo. How I loathe you and your existence. It's just a dumb unit. The Sturm Tiger wiping out the armored rifles this time. He's taking no prisoners. M5 gun finding this Panzer III as Koenig just desperately searches for flags. And Ghosty continues to just grab them back. And a full-on push now. M10s, Jumbos, everything's on the run. But it's just too late. I appreciate the Q move, the fast move. It's not even a Q move. This is like a rush, like a fast move hunt. I don't even know what letter it actually is because I changed it way back when. Sturm Tiger ground attacking next to the M5 gun. That'll be cleared out momentarily. Boom, down it goes. But 1 minute left here. Excellent game to Mr. Ghosty. Commiserations to Koenig. Really honestly a tough matchup. If you have no good, easy way to deal with those Jumbos, they can just be so obnoxious the entire time. Like they're just so, you have to expend so many resources to kill them. And so much time and like micro energy to find a time to actually get them dead. And then on top of that, the M4A1s out of third actually do really well against all your armor. Half tracks are everywhere all the time. I just don't feel like Koenig built his deck to be aggressively anti-tank enough. Like he didn't fill out the AT tab, and then he left his AA tab weak. He didn't fill out the AT assets in the air tab, which this division actually has. Herman Goring does not have a great air force, but it does have actually a bunch of AT units to use, and he didn't use those, which is really weird. I'm speeding this up now because technically the game is over. They're still playing for some reason, but the game is over. There is a 50-minute timeline, and of course Koenig is not going to make it, so he's just playing till he actually loses here. Sturm Tiger finally goes down, 19-5 now. Guess Ghosty was just looking for the lull crush there. 50 minutes, Zbucyn. Good game to both players here. 5,215 to 4,150. Mr. Ghosty taking this series. Yeah, Jumbo just, oh my goodness. P51. Yeah, again, I don't get it. I really don't get it. B26. I mean, oh my god. M5. These are phenomenal AT guns. Right up there with like the Rashita in terms of goodness. 81 mortar doing a ton of damage too. The M4A3 that was on the hill wiped out a whole bunch of armored rifles. Goodness gracious. I think that one was at the end. That one just had like the freaking bazooka champion. On the other side here, Panzer Shrek. Yeah, like he should have brought 2 cars, these Panda Strikes. If you know you're going to play against a billion half tracks, you really need them. 81 more rewarded did do some damage, actually. It did a fair bit, in fact. Panzergren here. Wow. Okay. Look at that. Sturm Tiger. Yeah, a lot of value out of that. A lot of times people just let it sit, myself included. So it's good to see people actually use it right. T-34. Panzer IV did okay. But yeah, just some really odd deck building choices, in my opinion, for Koenig's side. If you guys enjoyed that, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and consider supporting over on Patreon. Thanks to all my current Patreon supporters. Really means a lot. Thanks a bunch, and have a fantastic day.